Hey, what's up, team? So, what I want to talk to you guys about today is how I can make you a better athlete with simple tool, something simple as this. 1 hour a week, I'm going to offer you guys a mobility class that we can come on in together, and for an hour, we'll work for 30 minutes on something in particular, something relating to CrossFit, something relating to what we want to do. Example, overhead position, squat, front rack, back squat, however it may be, anything we're doing, wrist mobility, whatever. There'll be a theme of the weekend. I'll try and base it on what I hear people talking about at the gym, what our workouts have been, so on and so forth. But it'll be tailored to a specific thing. It won't just be very general. All right. It'll be a lot of the stuff I do with you guys at the gym, anyways. The stuff you know what you should be doing, but we'll do it together in a more structured manner. The second half an hour will be devoted strictly to more individual stuff. So there's only gonna be one of me, but I don't know how many people will show up, however many show up, but it'll be very quickly. And we've been coaching. We always coach a group, so it won't be that much different. To where I'll be able to ask you what you need and then tell you what to do really quickly. I'll say, go do the bully stretch for 60 seconds and come back to me, and then you can continue to do that. You can do the other one. You can kind of I'll be moving around really quickly, but you'll get in essence individualized work in the group setting. All right. But it's really important, guys. It's something so important that I can't stress enough. And we all know this, but maybe by coming with me and joining me with this, you guys will be able to get a little more motivation to do it. Because you got to think about it in various different ways. We all have our goals. We all have our things that we want to accomplish in really whatever we can do. And mobilization can make you better in general. It can make you feel better, act better. Sleep better. You'll be pain-free. And it's just an amazing thing to think about. And you relate it to the idea of if you want a specific thing to happen, and maybe your body won't let you do it. It has nothing to do with drive, mental capacity, work ethic, you name it. But if your body can't move in the position that we need you to move in, that you should be moving in, to stay as powerful and explosive and also safe, it's something we have to look at. If you have an overhead position that doesn't work, you can work through it, but you're never going to reach your maximum potential, and sooner or later the wheels are going to fall off the tire. I relate it to like the idea of if you have you want to buy a really expensive race car, okay, or just any car in general. You get the sweet engine, you get the sweet tires, you get the race suspension, sports suspension, you get all the bells and whistles. This thing is just cherry, and you finally go to the gas station, you fill it up with premium gas, and you're gonna go. You want to go full speed. We're CrossFitters, we go hard. And then you hit the gas and you find out and realize that two of the tires lock up kind of. The brakes are kind of sticky. The brakes are actually engaged. The one front tire, it engages even harder. It won't even turn. And then your left tire locks up entirely completely. So therefore the wheels, the thing touching the road, are moving in different ways. No matter how hard you press that gas, they're not going to change. Sure, you could floor it, you're not going to reach full speed, and chances are you're going to burn the brakes out, pop a tire, flip into the dirt, crash. It's not going to be pretty. And that's kind of relating to something as simple as like a front squat or like front rack position. You could continue to hold in a broken front rack position. You may be fine today, tomorrow, the next day. Sooner or later down the line, though, you may be, instead of spending money and time on mobilizing in a mobility class, you'll be spending time on making an insurance claim for an MRI because your amazing, awesome machinery that is this fully movable joint that is your shoulder now has tendonitis. Not cool. It sucks. Nobody wants to be hurt. We all want to move as best as we can, and you're at that stage. You're ahead of the game. You've decided to be as beastly in your life as you can possibly be. Food, sleep, nutrition, but mobilization, we got to do that. And it's not only going to be mobility. I'm going to teach you guys about the mobility stuff that I've learned over the last 3 years of doing this. And we'll use our wonderful lacrosse balls here. This thing can just, a little tiny ball of rubber, change your life. I guarantee you results. I promise you. I can make you a better athlete by using tools like this and a little bit of time. 1 hour plus a little homework, and you'll be flying. It does not take that long to overdo it. We'll also talk about stability, making sure that we all understand the proper positioning, where you understand the positioning and your body can or can't get into it. That's where mobilization comes in. We mobilize you to allow you to be in those set positions that allow you to be more explosive and more powerful, but mainly safe. Injuries are not something that we need. It may happen, but you want it to happen because of a fluke thing or something. They happen. We don't want it just to happen just because you're locking your brakes up and hitting the gas. It's a K-Star analogy, but it works beautifully. You're not going to stomp on the brake and hit the gas at the same time. You'll burn your tires out. Your car will fall off the road. So that's what we're going to do here. If you guys will join me this Monday, so it'll be tomorrow now, Tomorrow we're gonna have a free class. It'll be right after the normal 6:30 class. We'll start around 7:30. Be a little late, but it's okay. It's Monday. We'll get rolling in there really quickly. It's totally free for you guys. We're gauging to see what happens with the program. The following Saturday, I'll have another one in case you couldn't make the one during the week. So there'll be 2 free classes this week. You can come to both. It's totally cool. We're going to work on overhead positioning, mobilizing the shoulder for overhead squat and front rack, along with our half an hour of individual time. Then, if it takes off, it's going to alternate every other weekend. It'll be one week it'll be Saturday, next week it'll be Sunday, because I want to open up Saturdays and Sundays to people. Also, every other Saturday I'm in my yoga training and I'm not at the gym. So that's the plan, guys. Seriously, everything we do, food, nutrition, sleep, fitness, fancy shoes, fancy jump ropes, all this stuff, a little bit of time and effort for a $3 lacrosse ball, maybe some rollers, some straps, some knowledge, and we'll have fun. We always have fun. So please come join me. Come figure it out, and that's change your lives. I guarantee it'll work. All right, so come on in. See you tomorrow. Later.